A former University of Missouri student is behind bars tonight for his involvement in the fraternity incident involving Danny Santulli. Now, that night in question in October of 2021 left him with significant brain damage from alcohol poisoning.
Thomas Schultz faced felony charges of hazing and tampering with evidence, along with a misdemeanor of supplying alcohol to a minor. He pleaded guilty today to just that misdemeanor. ABC 17's Mitchell Kaminsky was in the courtroom today. Mitch, what did you find out from today's emotional hearing?
Lucas, Thomas Schultz was the vice president of Phi Gamma Delta, or FIJI, the fraternity that threw the Pledge Father reveal party back in October 2021 that ultimately left Danny Santulli permanently blind. Today, he appeared in court for a hearing and reached a plea agreement with the state and had to sit through two powerful impact statements from the Santulli family.
Not a single person called or texted to check in on him, came to see him in the hospital. Nothing. The silence could not have been louder.
Arrogant, privileged, coward. These were just some of the strong words that Chrissy Prelo, the aunt of Danny Santulli, used to describe Thomas Schultz. She was one of the two Danny Santulli family members to read impact statements during Schultz's hearing after his attorney announced that he had agreed to a plea deal with the state. Schultz admitted to giving alcohol to a minor while prosecutors dropped a felony hazing charge against him. Santulli's mother was unable to attend because she was at what Chrissy described as one of Danny's endless appointments and hospital visits. The family called Schultz personally responsible as the acting vice president of Phi Gamma Delta on October 21st, the night of the party that sent Santulli to the hospital. Chrissy accused Schultz of knowing that the fraternity was under sanctions from the university, willingly serving alcohol to minors, and even texting, "We will need a truck to pick up the amount of alcohol." Meanwhile, Danny's cousin Erica said that she wouldn't wish this to happen on her worst enemy and labeled Schultz as a coward for doing nothing. Schultz will have to spend 30 days in jail and will also have to serve 100 hours of community service within 1 year, among several other requirements. He is not allowed to drink any alcohol or enter any establishment whose primary purpose is to serve alcohol during his 2-year probation. Now, one of the more powerful moments of the testimony today, Danny's aunt said that she hopes that Schultz is thinking about Danny during all of his major life events, like his wedding, just as a reminder of what he and the fraternity robbed of Danny. Reporting live from the Boone County Courthouse, Mitchell Kaminsky, ABC 17 News.